So I cannot tell a lie. This was an expensive kit. I did get it for 40% off though, which I thought was way awesome because I'd always wanted to try making earrings this way, but yeah, hadn't. So anyway, we open it up. Here's our pair of scissors. You know, they're not super bad. They're not very good, but they work. Here's our pliers. Those are nice. Here's our little hole punch. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to make noise. It's got a little tiny, if you can see that, makes a little tiny hole for the earring. Excuse me, those are my scissors. And then these are the templates that come with the earring kit, and there are quite a few, as you can see. All kinds of different unique styles. Circles, ear drops, hearts, flowers. So you get all those, and you get to trace these onto your faux leather. And then for your faux leathers, and I'm sorry I have played with this. See, here's two more. You get all of these colors. I mean, there's just a lot. So I did try to make, see, you can see right here. I did try to make a pair of earrings tracing on the template. It didn't work. My earrings were fuzzy and ugly and just didn't work. So then what I thought I would try, oh, and here's the wire. The wire is nice. It's, no, I don't know what gauge it is. They also give you a pen, but I couldn't get the lid off my pen, so I didn't use it. Oh, and in case you were wondering, this is the box of jewelry findings that came with it. So you have copper colored ear wires, brass colored ear wires, gold and silver colored ear wires. And then here, of course, is your ring for opening up the split rings. I don't know how to use this. I just use the 2-plier method. But I don't think that's very difficult to learn. So let me show you what I learned doing this. I learned I can't do templates. I don't cut nice enough. So then I also had from before, I had bought some dies that I thought would be fun to make earrings out of. Oops. There you go. So I have these dies. And I have these dies. I haven't used these dies obviously yet, but I will. Oh, and then there's a couple more of the drops. And I just got these from AliExpress. They just came up in my feed and I thought, oh, that might be fun. So I tried using those with the faux leather. What I learned very quickly was that on the faux leather that has this kind of thick fabric background, they don't work very well. I used a lot of shims trying to get it to cut out, and it wasn't working satisfactorily. So don't use the real thick fabric back stuff. So then I thought, well, I'll try some glitter and see if I get a little better look with the glitter. And if you look at the glitter, sorry, I always go for the hardest piece to get out, right? If you look at the glitter, it has a canvas back. The glitter cuts really well using these dies. So that works nicely. One thing with both is you have to go around with your scissors and trim off any fuzzies. I'm looking for a piece that has fuzzies. There, see there's little canvas fuzzies, little threads. You need to cut those off. And then to glue them together, I just used my Fabri-Tac, or 3-in-1, Beacons 3-in-1, and I just glued it right on top. So then, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I decided to get funny with my earrings. And so to add a little bit of whimsy, I just glued on these charms that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby, and they're kind of cute. They just look funny, and I don't know, I liked it. I like funny things. Here's another one. Those are cute. And then I thought, well, you know, paper earrings, people are wearing paper earrings, so maybe I'll see if I can make some paper earrings. So that's what we're going to do today. I have cut one piece, well, not one, but two, out of this gold. And actually, I think we'll do it with the puppy dog feet, because here I've cut the whole complete set. So I have my red glitter, and look how well, this is not canvas backed, it's just paper, and it cut so well because it's thin. And then here is my other piece, which is my little puppy dog paw, and it cut really nicely. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them in place and just put them together like this, and I think that'll be really cute. My colors are a little weird because I hadn't found all my glitter paper yet, so I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and just glue those together. It doesn't matter which glue you use on the paper ones. Just know, though, that because it is glitter paper, it's going to take a hot minute for it to set. Oops, so let's take our piece with all the holes so we know where to avoid. And I'm just going to stick some glue, kind of spread it around in strategic locations. And I'm going to put it right on top of my die cuts. Just like that. And if you notice, my holes line up perfectly. And I'm just going to set a weight on that to let it dry. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well. Oops. You can put the glue on the other piece if you want, but I just want to be sure I don't, you know, go over any holes, even though it does dry clear. There. And just squish them together. And I'm going to set a weight on this one as well and let it dry. Oh, you know what? I can just stick them together, and won't that be cute? I'll make my little phone charger thing into a glue stand. Woohoo! All right, so I'm going to let those dry. One thing you can do is if you wanted to make them a little stiffer, maybe a little waterproof, you could go over the earring with the Nouveau. I'm not sure I'm going to do that because I'm just going to sell these at a craft show, and I'm going to sell them very inexpensively. So I don't think people will really care too much. Another thing I found were these cute little charms, and I'm not sure how they'll work with these smaller ones. Of course, not the kitty paw, but the kitty paw is the one I have out in my hand right now. Just to see how those would work. You could put those on the earrings. You wouldn't glue them on, you would use chain to connect them. So let me do the kitty earrings now. Let me just show you how I connected the head on them. So on these, you notice I don't have the little holes poked through. I don't need them because I'm just going to take my little heads and I'm just going to glue them on just right there. So I'm going to find my craft adhesive stuff, Gorilla Glue on this one, just because it supposedly bonds everything together. One thing I want is I want my earrings to hang straight. So I'm using my grid here, and I'm just going to center it so that that is straight. And using my teeth to open my glue, I'm just going to put a dollop of glue. I'm going to take my kitty head, lining things up once again. Whoopsie. Oops. Okay. I'm just going to lay my kitty head up on it, and I'm using this also as centering the loop. So there is number one. I'm going to put glue on this one. I'm going to center this as well. I'm just going to center it down here. I'm going to take my kitty head and I'm going to center it using this top loop. Oops, and he's kind of squishing around. So let me bring this one down because I want to check for, you know, length. Here we go. You can see it just takes a little minute, hot minute. I do have some glue under there. I'm just gonna use my nail to wipe that off. And there we have it. Some silly, ridiculously silly, cute little kitty earrings. So I will come back as soon as I've got my blue paws dried. And then I'll just show you how we put in a jump ring and hook them up to the earrings. Okay, so our little kitties are dry. And so we just need to put on some jump rings and attach them to the ear wires. We're going to use gold ear wires because the kitties, you know, have gold findings. So we're just going to use 2 of those fish hook wires. And I'm going to get my pliers. All right. So using my gold jump rings, I'm just going to take one. And like I said, I do not know how to use the little ring thing, so I'm just going to open my jump ring like that, put my cat on, make sure that when I put the ear wire on, that it'll go in the proper direction, and just close my ring. And I might just give it a little press just to make sure, because I'm not seeing as well as I used to. Alrighty. And there is our silly little whimsical kitty. Also, if you notice, on these earrings, I just glued 2 back to back. These dies are absolutely perfectly symmetrical. And what I thought would be fun would be to hang a lollipop from the earrings. This is a pair I've made previously. So in order to do that, I'm going to use silver because my lollipops are using silver. And I need kind of a bigger jump ring for the attachment to the ear wire. So I'm going to go in here, take out a couple of larger jump rings. Sometimes I have to feel where the jump ring connects because I truly can't see it. Okay, open her up, put it through here, close it up, and then I'm going to add another one. I think I'll do a smaller one though to attach to the ear wire. We'll see if I can do it with these little tiny ones. There we go. Hook it on. Take my silver ear wire. Close it up. Oh, that looks good. All right, there we go. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chain using these smaller jump rings. And I'm going to probably put at least 4. We'll start with 4 and see how that goes. So I'm going to open this one. And I'm going to add one of these. If I can. Oh, for goodness sake. Look at that. I just want one, guys. There we go. I'm going to add it to my lollipop. I'm going to close it. Then I'm going to grab the one that I added on. And I'm going to open this one, provided I can find the end of it. There we go. Gonna add one jump ring. Close it. And then I'm just going to audition my lollipop. Oops, into my earring. Yeah, I think 4 is a good choice. So now I'm just going to attach this to this ring. Or if I wanted to, I could even attach it to the higher ring. But I think I'm going to try the lower ring and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to reopen my ring. Yep. There we go. And, you know, you might be wondering what size jump rings I'm using. I kind of wonder too. Oh, and look. Jean wasn't careful. So now her ear wire is on backwards. So now I have to fix my ear wire. And isn't that cute? I think it's so cute. A little lollipop earring. So I'm going to do that for the other one. And then I'm going to package them. And let me show you how I'm going to package them. So I have some little plastic bags, and they're 3 by 4 inches. You know, the standard ones that you can buy everywhere. And I'm going to take my little bag. And then I have cut myself a piece of paper that measures, oh, this one's 2.5, but it really should be 2 3/4 by almost 4. So then I went and I took my paper punch and just eyeballing it, I went in as far as I could, punched, went from this side as far as I could and punched so that they're more or less equal. And then I'm just going to take, here, we'll do it with these earrings. By the way, yes, they do have a piece of paper on the back that matches. I'm just going to put my earring in. I'm going to take this little plastic back thingy, put it on. So I've got one. I'm going to do my second one. Where'd my bag go? Gonna open my bag. Perhaps I'm going to open my bag. going to put my earrings in. And by the way, these colors, the black and the gold, that's for the MU Tigers. Go Tigers! I also did some for KU though, so that nobody would feel left out. All right, so I have my bag, and I just want to make it look a little bit attractive so that, you know, maybe someone would want them. And I'm just going to put a bag topper on them. I don't know if I said, but I'm making these for the craft fair at work. And I'm just going to come down and use my tiny attacher. I just put one staple in this one. Next, I'm going to take a bow. So I have a ready-made bow. You can make your own bows. And I'm just going to put that there. And then I might look and see if I have something I can stick in the center of that bow. And I do have a bunch of flowers that my friend Sheila made for me. Oops. Sorry, I've got quite a mess around here. And Sheila made some black flowers for me, and I like those. And look, it's black and gold. I'm going to put it right there. And this paper that I'm using for my packaging, it's from the same paper pack. Everything coordinates. So there we go. And it's nighttime, so I'm sorry my lighting isn't very good. But there, you can see it a little bit better. And I think that's really cute. I think it makes a really cute package as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish the lollipop earrings, and I'm going to finish the cat earrings. I'm going to package them up, and then I will show you what they look like. So I realize some of you may have actually wanted to see how to get the earring to be the proper size. And if you take your piece of mounting paper or backing paper, you can just lay the earring down and decide about where you want it to be. And then you could take a pencil and just make a little dot at the height you would like. Once you've made your little dot, you can then come in with your punch and just punch your holes. I put my punch in as far as it would go. And there you have it. Those are the earrings that I made to see if I could sell at the craft fair that my job is having. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would really like to know if you've made those faux leather, not pleather, earrings, and if you used a cutting machine to do it, a die, or if you were brave and just drew on the fake leather and cut it out yourself. Thank you very much. Bye.